Yes, friends. This is Sai Faninder from SQL School, and I assure you, complete practice-oriented classes right from the very first session of our course. It's completely into practice mode, and we need to understand a good list of information on the various aspects of the Power BI activities one by one. Let's get started. Let's understand what is Power BI and why to go for it. Let's get started now, slowly, step by step. So here it is. We're into box number 6 in our course. And the prerequisites, we need to have SQL Server and Transact SQL queries. The basic queries should be fine, especially joins, group by, and normal forms, mainly to manage the relationship and data models in Power BI. We need to have knowledge on joins, group by, and relationship in box number 1, the SQL basics. Let's understand what is in this 6 Power BI and what we do at our job desk. Let's get started. Before we get into the actual curriculum and the concepts that we are going to learn in our course, of course, we'll start right from the installation, right from the basics of Power BI. We perform the basic reporting activities right from installation to design to various reporting options like interactions, visual syncs, grouping, binning, hierarchies, and filters, various types of filters with bookmarks, big data access with Azure data sources. So you would be given access to the Azure SQL databases. That would be the data sources for reporting in Power BI, various storage modes, data modeling operations, formatting, relations, and visualizations. With the yellow box, the basics, we shall continue for understanding the Power Query, the data modeling activities, right from the basics of Power Query. For ETL components, extract, transform, and loading activities. And we need to understand about various types of static and dynamic ETLs, transformations, parameters, dynamic connections, and working with structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. And DAX for dynamic reporting. Like for example, the best example of DAX, like star rating, first say 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 and 5 stars, etc. Dynamic reporting activities, codeless and codeful design. We have got user interface as well as coding activities, whichever option you choose, and implementing something called row level security and ranking of activities, time intelligence activities, and we have cloud and Power BI report server, which is more into hosting the reports either in cloud or the report server with something called dashboards, pins, tiles, actions, workbooks, apps, and publish activities. And the course ends with a real-time project. In fact, from the first weekend of the course, from chapter 5 and 6, we'll start our project work. So the prerequisites for this course would be SQL basics. In fact, should be SQL Server and TSQL basics. I shall take care about the material, remote connections to the databases, Azure databases, remote connections, the complete project work and the solution, the resume guidance, and chapter-wise FAQs right from the introduction. For every chapter, we have FAQs now. For every chapter, every concept, we have FAQs to be sent you on email. You go through the notes, go through the examples, practice them thoroughly, come with your solutions and get our answers back. So the mock test should be completely email based. You'll keep submitting them and I need to keep evaluating your responses and send you back the answers. The course is vast. It's planned for about 1 month, including the project work. And let's understand now what is Power BI before we get into the more technical details about the course. Well, let's get started. Let's understand what is Power BI. Here we go. A mechanism to access and present any type of data to end users. A mechanism to access and present any type of data to end users. For example, let's take an example. Say, assume you have some data in a table format. Assume you get some data in a table format. Something like this on the screen. You got some data in a table format like this. And your requirement is you would like to report this data. Yes, we can generate reports out of it. Something like this on the screen. So the tabular data, the plain data and reports, a colorful representation of your data, wherein customers can click on a particular point, we say data point, and get the interactive reporting activities. So it's all about presentation of data. Next, there are different types of reports that we need to understand today. Before that, what is Power BI? A set of tools to perform the end-to-end reporting activities. This includes data extraction. We can read, extract any type of data. Data modeling means to reshape or format the data like union, sort, lookup, search, joins, etc. and perform reporting activities. And a common question that generally arises, what is the difference between this MSBI and Power BI? Yes, for example, back to my screen, box number 5, we say MSBI, number 6, Power BI. What's the difference between them? Microsoft Business Intelligence, MSBI, used to design databases and design reports. Power BI is exclusively for designing the reports. We call them enterprise reports as well as self-service BI reports. Enterprise reports mean we design the reports and give them to the end users. They just use them. They just use them, no edits required. Like for example, your monthly bank statement or a mobile bill. It gets auto-generated, designed, stored in the server. It's get auto-scheduled, auto-delivered on email. We happen to access the email, get the report, and do the next level activity like paying the credit card bill or whatever, or paying the mobile bill or whatever, or understand where we are by seeing the bank statement. There is something else called self-service BI. In this case, we need to store the data in the format of something called as data sets. I repeat, on the screen, in Power BI Cloud, we need to store not only the reports, even their relevant data sources in the form of data set, so that end users can create their own reports. We call it self-service BI. Here we go. Assume we go to restaurant. We generally see two types of dining options, a la carte, buffet. Yes, here we go. Creating reports, self-service BI is just like a buffet. We got all the ingredients ready into a particular table, a particular area called data set, and we can create our own reports out of it. End users can create their own reports out of it. They can make their own recipe out of the available ingredients, something like this. Whereas the other one, the a la carte type, wherein we design the reports as per their requirement, as per their order, we design the reports and just post them to either cloud or report server. There are two options, either to cloud or to report server, and just access the reports. The end users will access the reports or get them scheduled to automatically execute on a routine basis. For example, once in a day or twice in a week. So our job roles accordingly for the data analysts, the job roles involve accessing any type of data, design reports, and publish to cloud. We say Power BI cloud 24/7 available across the globe. Other option, design reports and publish to something called as server, say Power BI report server, which is accessible within our company, within our corporate network or the data center, secured, not given to the outside world. So depending on the requirement, we may need to make the reports sit or stored inside the cloud or inside the report server. So in our course, we need to learn both these options with equal priority. And role 3, the job role 3, we design something called data sets so that end users can generate their own reports, which is possible only in cloud, and dashboards wherein we can mix multiple reports and give them additional add-ons, like for example adding some Vimeo or YouTube or images or something else like REST APIs, etc. We can define dashboards, make them more live, and share them over social media as and when required. It depends. Like for example, it's a mix of multiple reports that we see on the screen, something like this. So a collection of multiple reports together form a dashboard. Reports are like ingredients. Reports are like ingredients, and the dashboard is like the actual recipe out of it. And not only that, back to my notes, we have apps. We say Power BI apps. The Power BI apps refer to collection of reports, dashboards, and few other ingredients that can be used for easy access to the end users. Now, with this information, so who is going to design these reports, dashboards, and apps? It's our duty. And post them securely either in cloud or report server as applicable, and also involved in design of row level security called RLS, called the row level security activities. And in our course, we need to come across different licensing options for a free trial that generally requires your corporate account. Personal accounts will not work, so we'll be providing you the access for this account for 60 days from the date of registration. And Power BI Pro, about $10 per user per month, but this free trial has all those options of a pro. We call it as pro trial account. Premium costs about 14,000 USD per organization, and Power BI Report Server, which is absolutely free, with SQL Server 2017 or 2019 licenses. There is a dependency. To configure Power BI Report Server, we need to have SQL Server, and it should be 2017 or 2019 versions, or simply say 2017 or higher versions. Evaluation or developer edition also work. It works fine. Evaluation or developer of SQL Server will also support the Power BI Report Server. Express will not support. Just in case, if you happen to already have SQL Server, if it is evaluation or developer, that should be fine to support Power BI Report Server configurations. We need to create few databases to store the reports. We'll be doing it practically with examples. So our job roles and licensing options are for the purpose of designing the reports, designing the various types and various shapes of reports with different types of data. We have file data, database data, Azure, and other data. And we'll be practicing in this order, one after the other, based on your course and the plan. Next, understanding Power BI as a reporting environment with additional data sets, data sources, dashboards, additional add-ons to report, and apps grouping reports and dashboards together. There are 4 different types of reports to understand our actual lab plan. In Power BI, we have 4 different types of reports technically. For example, here you see something called paginated reports, analytical reports, mobile reports, and this is for interactive reports. 4 different types of reports exist and supported by Power BI. Interactive reports. Reports are generated by developers. End users can edit or modify them. For example, I generate the report in a table format. My end user can change it in a matrix or chart format, provided they have the relevant permissions. Paginated reports. Reports are generated by developers. End users cannot edit the reports. Like my monthly bank statement or my mobile bill. Nothing to edit, nothing to change the shape. I got a table and the bill number and bill amount, and they just pay for it to continue and enjoy my services. I like it, I renew it. Analytical reports. Reports are generated using Excel and DAX. We say data analysis expression language, DAX. We shall be practicing it thoroughly to understand something called analytical reports, wherein it's Power BI source and Excel as a reporting environment. Interestingly, Power BI will be the source and Excel will be the reporting environment when it comes to the analytical reports. Next, with this information, something like this, analytical reports environment, it actually looks something like this. Design in something called desktop, production, the Power BI cloud, and the usage from Excel. Usually we see almost everyone have access to Excel in their computers. So they simply connect to the Power BI cloud, pull the data and perform additional reports and push them back and store them in cloud. That's the beauty of analytical reports. Excel integrations. And additionally, back to my notes, mobile reports. Reports are generated for mobiles, tablets, smart clocks, and any other smart device. So we need to understand in this order 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 different types of reports. And we have different tools to be installed in our computers. Well, Power BI is cloud-based reporting for storage, but for design of reports, we need to install some environments like the one you see on the screen called Power BI Desktop. And similarly, we have other things like Power BI Desktop RS that support interactive reports. One for cloud, one for report server. Paginated reports. Again, here also you got two tools, one for cloud, one for report server. Cloud tool, Power BI Report Builder, and report server within CorpNet. Within the corporate network, we have Microsoft Report Builder. Mobile reports for accessing or for mobiles to access the actual report environment, supported by Power BI Report Server. And analytical reports wherein we need to take the help of Excel add-in called Excel Analyzer. And this Excel Analyzer is supported by Power BI Cloud Service. So basically we have two production environments, public cloud and private server, CorpNet server. So 4 report types, 6 reporting tools, and 2 production environments is equal to our actual course. 6 tools, 4 report types, interactive, end users can edit the reports, paginated, end users cannot edit the reports, analytical, Excel based, and 4.3 mobile, exclusively for mobile reports. And 2 production units, cloud and report server. There is something called gateway, which is mainly for data refresh. If any data changes at the source, the black box on the screen, the same activity has to be broadcasted, published, refreshed to cloud. The bridge between data source and cloud is the data gateway. So the difference between 8 and 9, 8 is for the public world. Anyone can access, everyone can access with the username, password. We have reports and apps. Power BI reports our number 9 is more secured and only reports, no apps, no dashboards, only reports. And within your CorpNet, within your corporate network of your organization. So our entire journey, the Power BI training journey, is divided into 3 different modules, lasting for about 3 to 3.5 weeks. Then project work would be total of 4 weeks total. So you will be having option to start the project work along with the course or after the entire course. Is up to you. But in either way, it would be about 4 weeks. About 4 weeks for the project work also to be submitted and get the complete solution with explanation and project wise FAQs for our actual resume and interviews. So 3.5 weeks classes, additional guidance for the project work, and complete submission of the solution or partial solution submission from your end, complete solution from my end, module based. First module about visualizations, and the project also has a phase 1 all about visualizations and the requirements. It works something like this. on my screen. So phase 1 would be about the design, the report design. You would be given sample data wherein 50% of the data is straightforward, use it as it is. Remaining 50% you have to do some mashup operations, some additional activities as per our course and the examples. And you would be designing reports something like this you see on the screen across multiple pages. Next. Then phase 2 would be about Power Query and DAX, wherein you would be using DAX called DAX and perform various activities with respect to data models, data modeling, dynamic connections, we say parameters, grouping, joins, etc. This module 2 would be making us to invest a bit more time in the project work. On average, each phase, there are 3 phases or 3 modules. Each phase on average takes about 5 to 6 hours. But module 2 may even take almost double the duration. So plan for about 20 hours, 20 to 23 hours for the entire project work separately. So you'll be doing the project from your end if you have time. If you don't have time, then we'll provide you the complete solution and the explanation anyway. But preference, you try before my solution to make it to a proper shape for our learning process. Especially module 2 has a lot of engineering inside. Then comes module 3, which is more into cloud and report server. The hosting, security, performance tuning, and common errors and solutions in our journey. And though I said like we'll be using Azure data sources in our course, learning Azure is not mandatory. We know how to connect and make use of an SQL database, then we can easily connect and work with Azure SQL database as well. It is just another database platform for us. If in case you're planning to get more onto Azure, then after this Power BI course, if in case your resume really demands, then you may opt for number 7 and then do the integration activities. The greatness of Power BI, let me show you this way. The Azure data engineers and data scientists will be using Power BI in the end-to-end implementations. The end-to-end implementations involve the Power BI environment, the yellow part, and even, for example, storage, they involve Power BI. In this way, every storage environment, for example, you have Data Lake or Cosmos or Databricks, everywhere we have Power BI. Power BI is a common reporting environment for almost everyone who work with any data platform at Microsoft site. Of course, Power BI is not only limited to Microsoft. Power BI is a common reporting environment for various types of data sources. Let me show you in this way. Similar to Excel, here also we have get data option. Similar to Excel, regular Excel, here also we got get data, and similar to Excel, here we have sheets, multiple sheets, and many controls that we see here are from Excel, but lot of logic is involved in every aspect. So here are the list of data sources that Power BI supports. Not just SQL Server or Microsoft environment, even IBM, Oracle, SAP, Google, Facebook and Twitter, LinkedIn, and lot of other components, including Salesforce or Hadoop or GitHub, etc. There is no exceptions, but a separate stage for Azure technologies. And all these Azure technologies are from the Azure Data Engineer course. Just in case if you are planning for it. So with this information, the advantage of Power BI over other reporting environments, cheaper and easy to use. Very cheap. Yes, we got the free trial account earlier, right? So here it is on the screen. A 60 days free trial unconditionally. Tools are free. Tools are lifelong free. We are talking about certain tools here, right? All six tools are lifelong free. Not like other report providers where we have trial for 15 days or something like that. Lifelong free unconditionally. Cloud we have 60 days trial, and again Power BI reports are free if you have SQL Server installed on your computer. So the configurations, the working operations are really easier, straightforward. At the same time, it's a lengthy subject. Really, it's a lengthy subject. We need to practice a lot. With this information, we'll stop for now. So today we understood some basic orientation towards Power BI. And from the next class, we need to slowly get into our course curriculum. We need to start right from the installations to design activities, first 6 chapters. Then comes data modeling activities, Power Query and DAX, next 6 chapters. Then last set, module 3 would be into cloud, report server and integration activities with the project work. So the sessions would be completely into practice based. It's completely practice based. And you may plan for either only a core Power BI with DA 100, Data Analyst 100, the new certification for Power BI from Microsoft. The complete guidance to be provided. Plan B, SQL plus Power BI, the SQL queries with remote joins, linked queries, group by, nested queries, subqueries, etc. An optional training. Or complete Microsoft BI stack, MSBI. So accordingly, your duration, including the project work. With this information, we'll stop for now. So from the next class, very next class, either you are into the live training or the self-paced videos or in-house or any training mode, will start right from the examples step by step. Any clarifications or questions, please contact our team. Happy to guide you 24/7 on the course or on my number and preferred time. So Indian dinner time, Indian lunch time, I'll be available. With this, we'll stop now. Any clarifications or questions, please do let me know.